Mayberry money sign, bounce that. Y'all know what time it is. I got my homeboy with me. Back again. Let them know what your name, what's your name, where you from, and Instagram.
All right, this your boy Matt Conscious. Press this on your conscious. Yeah, man, I got my little one right here. I had to grab him up out the street, but from Dade, 305 all day, Dade County. You know what I'm saying?
You got Instagram.
Instagram at the real Matt Conscious. That's my IG. So yeah.
Bomb. So we talking about Trump today, man. How you feel about Trump winning the presidency?
All right, so you gonna keep it a million as usual. I ain't 100% there with Trump, but I do see where he stand at. And when I say where he stand at, like for example, I'll give y'all a brief story or whatnot. Today I went on the tri-rail down here to get my kids, our kids. Long story short, there's a tri-rail card that you use. And my spouse gave me the tri-rail card, and you gotta tap on before you get on the train because they gonna come check your tri-rail card. Long story short, he checked the tri-rail card, I forgot to tap on. Yo, I ain't gonna say from what part. I ain't gonna say from what part of one of those Spaniard conquered islands, but he was either Cuban or Puerto Rican. And long story short, he used his authority of aggression towards me to, you know what I'm saying, kick me off the train. And it all started.
Who kicked you off the train?
The tri-rail officer.
Okay, how?
Yeah. So how this started was, I'm sitting on the train. They come check your ticket or your tri-rail card. They scan it, whatnot. So I paid for the fare. However, I didn't tap the card before I got on the train. So when he tapped the card, it denied it. So he's like, "Yo, let me get your ID or whatever." I'm like, "For what?" The car paid the fare, and I couldn't remember that you had to tap on before you get on the train. So he was like, "Let me get your ID." I'm like, "I ain't got no ID." He was like, "This ain't your car." I'm like, "That's my spouse's card." You know what I'm saying? I even had a receipt. The show where I purchased my fare was so fucking retarded and nasty. He didn't want to take the receipt to see that I paid my fare.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Come here, inside. So
this an old white man we're talking about.
nah, he about 50.
But I'm saying.
Okay, you want to go inside? All right. Yeah, so
this white man, 50-year-old white
Hispanic.
man. Oh, Hispanic.
White.
Okay,
He Hispanic.
All right, bum. So yeah, he asking you where your shit at, where your card and all that, bum. You telling him he got the receipt. He don't want to look at the receipt. Now what?
Nah, he like, all right, you got to get off the train. When I told him I had no ID, so I pull out my passport. I like, look, I got a passport. Here you go. He didn't want to see that shit.
Can you explain why you don't have an ID? Because a lot of people wondering why you ain't got no ID.
Nah, check this out. When you want to be nasty like that and ask for ID, what I'm doing is, come here. All right, come here.
Mayberry money sign, bounce that. Over here in Mila.
Yeah, my bad, man. Got to tend to the kids.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, why you ain't got no ID now, or
Nah,
you just ain't want to show them? What happened?
Nah, what it is when you want to ask for ID, I'm going to play the game with you.
Okay, that's what that is.
Yeah.
All right, so bump. So you tried to show him passport, he ain't want to take nothing. He told you to get the fuck off the train.
Yeah.
Now what?
Now what happened? He didn't want to give me my old lady, my spouse's card back, a tri-rail card. So I had to tell him,
Now
like,
you
look.
hot.
Now he fired. I'm
Both
pissed
of y'all
off.
hot.
Yeah, because I ain't getting off the train. And then I'm telling him, fuck it, call the crackers. I'm about to go to jail for this shit. I already accepted it in my mind.
Yeah.
Because I ain't do nothing wrong. And I don't give a fuck. Then I'm like, yo, give me my card back. He like, yo, don't put your hand towards me. Move your hand. So I'm like, yo, fuck it. Now it's really going down. Call the crackers because I ain't getting off the train until you give me that card. You see what I'm saying? He wanted to cuff the car, keep the car, whatever, this, that, and the third. So I'm like, whatever. So the other dude, like, you ain't gonna like the way this gonna go. In my head, I'm like, fuck, what y'all gonna slam me on the ground and put cuffs on me? Fuck the bullshit. Ain't like it ain't been done before.
Is there a lot of people on the tri-rail?
Yeah, it's morning time. It's packed. The train on schedule. So he had to make a
scene in
So he had to fight that battle. So he gave me the car back. When I got off that train, I told that fuck ass Cuban or whatever the fuck he was. Listen.
Oh yeah, they call him. Oh yeah.
Nah, the term that we call him is spit. See that they call us a nigga, you call
got
him.
Real.
Yeah, it got real out here. They don't like to be called a spit. So, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't racist at all. I just know the language and whatnot.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
long story short, I tried to tell them about this. I say, yo, man, listen, our people fought for this. You wouldn't be here if my people weren't in that civil rights movement fighting for equal rights and stuff like that. Y'all came over here and got the gravy when it was already done. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, they had to fight for that. So now I'm like, yo, go back to where you came from. You know what I'm saying?
You referring to the immigrants?
For
Like
the
the
immigrants.
immigrants, they getting the gravy that the black people
That we didn't
that we made,
that,
we cooked.
There you go.
That
We
what you
made
saying.
that gravy. And on top of that, to make a long story even shorter, Benjamin Banneker built the White House off of memory.
Benjamin Banneker, who is
Yeah.
that?
That's a black dude. He built the. If I'm accurate, that's his name. I could be a little not accurate, but a black man built the White House off of memory. He was an architect.
Well, that was back in the slave days.
Slave days. He built the fucking White House. That whole
I'm
Washington
pretty sure
D.C.
black people did build the White House.
Yeah, he
but
built
now
that
you putting names out
foundation.
there.
That foundation off memory. You know what I'm saying? So it's built off our backs. And I said that to say this. This is why I do not disagree with Trump with the whole immigrant thing. Because not only do they come over here and they gonna work the jobs that they say we don't want to work, but to tie this all together, when they get those jobs, this is what we have to deal with because of the fact that we don't go educate ourselves and go keep our record clean and go get these jobs so we can help each other. They get in a position and they treat us like we the fucking motherfucker that don't want to work and that ain't been here. So that's why I agree with getting them the fuck out, abort it, do whatever the fuck you got to do. I'm on that with Trump.
They say abort the immigrants.
Yeah, man. Cause
That's
look,
how you really feel, though?
that's how I feel. Cause dog, think about it. When you go for a job, they already got their people in position. So you gotta not just outshine them by being able to speak English and articulate yourself intelligently. You gotta double back and go learn they shit just to get the job.
Yeah.
Dr. Umar Johnson said this. He said, wherever you see the most popular language that's being taught within that area of that city or that country, that's the population that's going to overpopulate and actually being dominant or being power. If you notice, he went line, we in Miami. What's being spoken more than English, Spanish? And when we go back, when we was in elementary school, they kept pushing Spanish on us.
Yeah, everybody took Spanish class.
Everybody took Spanish classes, so there you got
in
it.
Miami, and I never thought about it. Outside of Florida, I wondered if they was taking Spanish classes. All these
Hell,
other
nah,
states.
I was in New Jersey. I tried to get in school in New Jersey. That shit,
They don't teach no other language.
Nah, they teach other languages, but they
not no
weren't
Spanish.
pushing it.
Yeah, it depends where they live type shit.
Yeah, it was. That was an agenda they was pushing.
Alright, so yeah, that's a lot about Trump. So you say you ain't all the way agreeing with him, but you with him with the immigrant talk.
I'm
for
with
sure.
them in the abortions.
And the abortions. So let's talk about the abortions now. Like, he trying to ban abortions, right or wrong?
That street going two different directions. I'm gonna break it down to you.
He says deeper than that. You can't just say it like that. Huh? Alright, go ahead, break it down.
One, I'm pro-life. I believe if you can consciously, and as they say for the women, consent to it, you know what you're doing. So you get pregnant, you know that. You know there's a risk for that happening. So why take a life when that life can be the next ambassador overseas for the United Nations? But you just took that life away from them actually having the opportunity. Now the other side of the street, or the other side of the coin, is Caucasians are becoming the minority if they're not already the minority. They are the minority compared to Hispanics. So they're the minority. They know their survival is at risk. So that's why they not allowing women to say they want an abortion. Because if you killing off these white kids, then what that leave? Nothing but us and Hispanics. So that's the other side of the street.
So, as far as people who want to ban abortions, how do you feel about that, banning abortions?
I mean, I ain't put too much thought into it, but I say,
If you had to ban abortions, could you? I mean, if you could,
I
would
would.
you? Would you?
if I was in
Could.
position, yes,
I
baby.
can't stay here at nighttime.
You want to stay here tonight? You go tomorrow? Or you want to go home tonight? Okay, you gonna go home tonight. Don't close the door, Isaka. You're not running in that street. Yeah, so if I was in a position of power, and it's just off of the top, I would not ban abortions because
Okay.
think about it. If I was aborted, I wouldn't be able to be who I am and give y'all this knowledge and give y'all this intellect that I'm giving here right now. You see what I'm saying?
You say you would not ban
Be-
them. You would not ban them.
No,
You
no,
would.
I would ban it.
You would ban.
I would ban it. Yeah, I ain't. Y'all gonna think that this nigga here like this nigga here tripping. I ain't tripping, man.
Would you
'cause
make an exception for the ones who didn't consent, the rape? That's
That's
they're
the
always
part.
gonna bring that up.
They're always gonna bring that up.
So the ones who get raped, then that's the only exception. You feel like?
There's always an exception to the rule, but nowadays, why put yourself in a position where you out late night?
Now
or
you
really-
going deep. People get raped all over the place, all kind of ways. Now you can't say. I do want to say like grown
Yeah.
women, it's their fault they grown, but it's a lot of little girls getting raped.
Nah, the little girls, that's an exception.
Yeah, them the ones.
It's
gotta
always-
abort it.
yeah.
You got to like you can't keep that.
Mm.
All right, so now let's move on to Kamala Harris, man. How you feel about Kamala and her being an inspiration to not only black women but just women in general?
Y'all ladies, I love y'all, man. I love y'all to the stars and the moon.
First, let me ask: is she a good inspiration for the women in the?
No, because she
Okay.
has an identity crisis.
That boy say no. All right, now let's go. How you feel about
She
it?
has an identity crisis. She don't know whether she want to identify on our side or the other side. And if you look at it, she identify on the other side. Her spouse, her mate, who she chose to marry, he ain't got melanin. He a Caucasian. So that speaks volumes for itself. But yet still you want our women to come out and vote for y'all and the black male to come out and vote for y'all. Or her particularly.
Y'all, they married. That's
They
y'all.
married, yeah, they the couple.
Yeah. That's
So,
y'all. I
you
never
know what I'm
thought about
saying?
it like that. That's them.
Yesaya, come here. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then to put a little bit more into that, we're gonna state facts. I'm not going off of opinion because everybody got an asshole. Yesaya, come here. Women, y'all know y'all get a menstrual every month, and when y'all get y'all menstrual, y'all get either hyper emotional or not so much rational or logical based off decisions. That's women in general. So when you put a woman in power like that, and say hypothetically they threaten to go to war with us to send a nuke, are you mentally stable enough to retaliate or protect the country if they start threatening to send a nuke at us? And last point, and it's not even a point, just last statement. Oh my gosh, my train of thought. Hurry up and pick this up. Other countries would not respect women, especially in America. We're gonna go to what I'm not throwing them under the bus, but Islamic countries, they don't play that with their women.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They know about
I
the
think
woman.
that's a bad example, but I
It's
see
a
where you're
bad.
going with
You
this.
see, I'm going with it though, right?
Yeah. It make a point. It make the point though. Like,
You and I, if you cannot, I had no.
do you agree with that Islamic view on how they view their women? Like how you feel about make
Not
them cover?
100%, but I see the logic of it.
Okay, I got you.
And like Saudi, what is not Saudi Arabia? What's that place? Dubai. No lesbians in Dubai want to look like men. They don't play that.
Yeah.
I know someone who tried to go to Dubai and they wouldn't go because they were afraid because
Yeah.
they look
No dice and bull daggers and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
don't play
So
that over there.
they know, man. These are the
And they
things.
probably don't play that faggot shit. I'm pretty
Nah,
sure
yeah,
a lot
they
of these
don't.
countries ain't playing that.
Nah,
we can't
they
say that fruity shit, that fruitcake shit.
Yeah, Diddy.
Alright. Even
Yeah.
America, we don't even play that fruitcake. You know, fruitcake can't really go in no hood and walk up the street by itself. But last, we're going to wrap it up on this, man. High class.
Yesaya, sit down. Yesaya. 1 second.
Yeah,
y'all.
yeah. Daddy duty, man. We trying to work. People on daddy duty out here, man. You good? You good? He right there.
Right here. Don't open the door for us. She'll start crying.
Nah, she ain't crying. She just looking for you.
Daddy right here.
So look, we're gonna wrap it up on this, man. High class, low class, and middle class. Real quick, break the difference.
It's
The
all
difference.
status.
People. We were saying that we ain't talking high class, low class, middle class people. What's the difference between them type of people?
Finances. Finances is the only thing that separates them. And the only thing else is morale. Morality
Okay.
and what else? Integrity.
Okay.
Most
Broke it down.
people who have money don't.
Pretty
Their
big.
integrity ain't really what it is. Their morals and values, they don't view them as we do. pardon me.
When you say
Yeah.
we, what do you classify yourself as out of them three?
Tough one, because I don't really like to consider myself in the class.
If you had to pick a group, you know, if everybody had to pick a group in the country out of them three, or you could just pick none of them and do your own
I
thing.
say low class, because guess what? When the
Okay.
Messiah was here, he ain't go to the wealthy people. He went to the low class.
Yeah, he claimed to be low class. When
See
you
what
say
I'm saying?
Messiah, that's Jesus, ain't it?
Yeah, that's it. Yup.
You know, I asked somebody this question the other day. This is what we're gonna wrap up on because you made it quick. But she said Jesus, the Last Supper. You know what he did at the Last Supper the day before he died, with all
What's
his
that?
people, all his servants. He washed their feet, man.
You see what I'm saying? He was
All them
selfless.
boys.
Yo,
right,
y'all
I'ma
holler
catch
at me
with
on
you.
Instagram.
Yeah, so for sure, yeah, I'm gonna go pick up my girl. Maybe money sound bounce that. Y'all keep that. Yeah, for sure.